Summer is finally here. And the one thing we do really well around H-Town is summer. But with so many things to choose from, it can be kind of stressful planning and taking full advantage of all the things to do in H-Town. So we're going to help you out over the next 3 weeks with our summer entertainment guide. This guide will feature the best things to do in the city and how to do them best. Today, we're putting together the perfect first day of summer with producer Carlignon Jones, myself, and newsletter editor Brooke Lewis. From what to do and what to eat to the adventures you need to take, we'll get you ready to make it a memorable first day of summer. It's Thursday, June 8th. I'm Raheel Ramzanali, and here's what Houston's talking about. All right, the heat is rising. It is hot today on the podcast. I've got Brooke Lewis. I've got Carlignon Jones. Ladies, good morning. How are y'all?
I'm doing great.
Good morning. Doing good.
All right, before we jump into the perfect summer day in the city of Houston, I need to know your favorite summer memory. It can be from any age. It can be from any city. It doesn't matter. I just need one memory that you're like, yes, this is my summer memory. Brooke, what do you got?
So I think it's celebrating my 30th last year. I went to New Orleans with two of my best friends, and it was my first time ever in New Orleans, and we just had a blast. We ate, we went to like a jazz club. We just had a lot of fun, and then I topped it off with a Beyonce themed birthday party. So we all dressed up like our favorite Beyonce era, and it was just so much fun to do Beyonce karaoke with all my friends and, you know, just sing our heart out to Beyonce. It was awesome.
What was your Beyonce era?
It was the Lemonade era. I think that's just my favorite, although I am like old school Beyonce, so Love, Crazy in Love, definitely my favorite part of Beyonce. But there was something about Lemonade. I wanted to have a baseball bat from her Hold Up video and wear the yellow dress and just like go all out. And I did even some pose photos in front of some cars that were not damaged, guys. I was just posing with the bat. But I had a lot of fun.
Nice, nice. Carly, what about you? What is your favorite summer memory?
Okay, this is hard because like I try to have a lot of fun during the summers, but I'm going to take it back to my childhood. And like when I was a kid, all of us would go to my grandma's house. My grandma, she has like 17 grandkids. It's a lot of us. She has 7 kids and then 17 grandkids. And so at least like 10 of us minimum would be at her house all together. We're like a good like age range. So there would be like kids to teenagers, and it would just be so much fun. We're out there playing basketball, just bonding, and I just really miss doing stuff like that because I barely get to see them now because they're all grown with kids and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Mine is the same thing, right? Just being with friends and family and cousins would come over in the summer. And we used to live in this apartment complex in A-Leaf called Trade Winds. And there was this one little pool that was probably 8 feet by 8 feet big. I mean, it looked like a massive pool when we were kids, but like going back and looking at it now, it was like a little dinky little pool. But we used to just spend our entire day there. And it was so much fun just doing cannonballs, flips, and all sorts of nonsense. So yeah, those are definitely the moments that I remember, just like you, just thinking about, man, I wish we could go back and do that now, right? Like with all of your friends and family just in one place. It's so hard to get everyone together. Okay, let's talk about the perfect summer day. The first day of summer is here. So we're going to lay it out this way. We're going to go from morning, afternoon to the evening. All right. The perfect day. So let's get things started. Brooke, you go first. What does your perfect summer day look like with the morning?
Okay, so we're going to start out at Bebita's. It is a very cute coffee shop on Edlow and Westheimer. And I love it because their patio is just so relaxing. And I'm going to suggest that you get a smoothie from Bebita's, either the La Playa or the Nino. It's just a cool way to start because we already know it's going to be hot. Even though it's the morning, it's going to be hot. And then just sit out there and then you can plan the rest of your day. It's not too hot yet because you're going to be underneath the trees and it's not going to be overcrowded because I feel like Bebita's in the morning isn't as crowded as the day goes on because it gets really packed around lunchtime. So that's my way to start the day.
Nice, cool start to the morning. Get your smoothie on, maybe get a side coffee as well while you're there. That's a good way to get things going. How about you, Carly? What do you got?
Sleep. I don't know if I can answer it that way, but I equate summer to rest. And so I want to sleep in the morning. I am that person. Do not wake me up before like 11:30. Just let me rest. Because I'm pretty sure that the night before I probably was out with my friends. I'm a night owl. So it's just like, yeah, let me rest.
All right. So your morning is don't bother me. I just want to sleep until 11:30, and then we'll start the day.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. See, I'm on the other side. I'm awake pretty early and I'm ready to go. And for me, knowing what the rest of my day has in store, I have to go to Shipley's or Shipley because there's a big controversy about it. It's Shipley or Shipley's, but it's just Shipley.
I'm like Shipley's. It's Shipley's.
Yeah, Shipley's.
No, the official name is just Shipley. If you look it up, it is not Shipley's Donuts. Yeah, it's just Shipley Donuts, but some signs say Shipley's.
I'm gonna just stay on the hill of Shipley's.
Which I'm with you. I like saying Shipley's, right? It just sounds better. But there's one specific one. And the reason I'm picking the one on Westheimer near Dairy Ashford, it's the only Shipley donut that serves beignets. And I will put those beignets up against anywhere in NOLA, okay?
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I equate the summer morning with a beignet, but like my perfect summer day, I make that drive, I go get those beignets, and I enjoy those. I get calories in my body because it's going to be a busy day. And there's just something so perfect about eating fried foods on a perfect summer Houston day. I don't know why. You do get a little sweaty eating them because it's humid outside. There's fried foods. There's powdered sugar. It's sticking to everything. But I don't know. For me, that's like the perfect start.
No, that sounds awesome. Just throw in a kolache, I feel like for me. To just add that in.
Yeah.
And that to me, I love Shipley's. So that sounds like a great start. I feel like they have the perfect glazed donut.
My brother and I used to kill a dozen of those donuts like in one sitting. It was bad.
Y'all went in, yeah.
Easily. Yeah. Like my dad would have to bring an extra dozen for the entire family because he just allocated 12 for both of us.
Funny.
We're like, we're going to eat those. Okay, so the morning is done. Now let's get to our afternoon activity. What are we doing, Brooke?
So you, I feel like, have Galveston on lock. So I'm going to let you just give us the best Galveston day because I love going to Galveston in the summer. Like that is my spot. But if I'm not going to Galveston, then I'm going to go to a pool somewhere in Houston. And I just kind of started doing this last summer of picking out like a hotel pool to go at. You should look up Resort Pass, type in Houston hotels, and you can look up like tons of hotels that offer day passes for pools, and the prices range like 25, 35, 50. Just kind of depends on how nice the pool is and how nice the hotel is. My recs are, I went to El Segundo Swim Club, which is in the East End over Memorial Day with some friends. It was definitely more of a party vibe than we were kind of wanting. We kind of wanted a more like relaxing pool vibe. But if you're looking for a party atmosphere, that is a really fun place because they did have really delicious drinks. They had a DJ. But if you're looking for a more relaxing vibe, I suggest Omni. Went there last summer. It's the one by the Galleria. The pool was really nice. It was very quiet if you're just looking to read and just, relax by the pool.
Yeah. I didn't know about Resort Pass. I'm going to look that up because that is a good way to enjoy a hot Houston summer day, especially the first day of summer. Be by the pool. Look, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people watching there as well, which is one of the best parts of being at a big pool like that. So really good tip there. I like that one. How about you, Carlignon?
So for me, I feel like summer isn't started until I've had some seafood or Mexican food and a good margarita. So as some of you may know, my favorite place is called Crafty Crab. I love going to Crafty Crab to get seafood. And they just opened a new location on Fondren. This is like the third one. They have one on Willcrest. There's one in the north side and now Fondren. So when I go there, I get my seafood in this boom medium sauce, and it goes good on everything. I'm telling y'all, like you can put it on crawfish, you can put it on crab, shrimp, anything. It's so good. And it's kind of like the perfect blend. They have different like spice levels you can get, but I love going there. They also have really cheap happy hour. Like they have like $2 shots. Their drinks range from like $5 to $12 for all different types of drinks. That's just one of my favorite places to go. Besides that, if I was going to a Mexican food place, this is a little more tricky for me because I haven't found like a spot that's like for me. But my family likes to go to Lopez, that's off of Wilcrest. Like they're really big on that, but that's like a little bit further for me, so I don't like driving there as much. But I heard about Don Letty's a lot recently, so I want to check that out because I heard that their food is like some of the best Mexican food in Houston.
That's a really good recommendation. And remember on our Food Tuesday episode with Eric, he actually mentioned their surf and turf burrito as a recommendation. So that's a really good choice to get going. You just woke up. You want to get calories in your body as well, right, Carly?
Gotta wake my body up. Yeah.
Carly's like, I don't need a smoothie. I don't want to sit at a relaxing patio. Like, I want to go straight to the margarita, straight to the seafood. I'm in.
Going straight 0 to 100 right there. That's a good way to get things going.
Hey, CityCast Houston, it's Michael Ziviak. While CityCast Houston works hard every day to connect you with the stories that matter most, I'm working in the background making sure that our listeners are connecting with the best that Houston has to offer. So what does that look like? It means meeting with the people who make Houston what it is. The business owners, the stakeholders, the decision makers, the Houstonians who put together those food festivals you enjoy, the concerts you attend, the exhibits you can't miss, and who make those candles your mom can't stop talking about. If this sounds like you, let me help you get your message out to the city's best audience with an ad right here on the CityCast Houston podcast and on our sister daily newsletter, Hey Houston. Shoot me an email at ads@citycast.fm and let's connect.
So for me, Brooke, you called it. I'm going to Galveston, but here's a little twist, okay? I think the first day of summer needs to start with this. You got to go down to Surfside and then make your way to Galveston with the Blue Water Highway, right? You just stay on that highway, you just drive the whole thing. And there's something so peaceful and so relaxing about just driving that, seeing all that nature around you, seeing all the people, the beach vibes get going. Then you go up to the St. Louis Pass, you go over the bridge, you have to stop and put your little dollar into the envelope of the toll booth there. There's no easy tags. This is old school toll. So there's something so cool about it. I love doing that drive on the first day of summer. And then I like to end it at Galveston Island State Park. And now that their beachside is open again, you get your day pass. Make sure you get it ahead of time because they usually do sell out and there's just not enough parking there. So, go ahead and get that done online. You pull up to Galveston Island State Park. They've got so much room for everyone. They've got showers there, everything you need. The parking is on paved road, which is huge because you're not going to drag sand back into your car afterwards. That's really important for me with 4 other people and a dog. I just don't want to clean up the sand. So to me, it ends there and then you post up the entire day. You've got your games, you've got your skim board. If you're like me, you've got your tent set up. And from, 10 a.m. till whenever you're tired, you're just posting up there, enjoying the vibes.
Sounds amazing. I haven't been to Galveston yet this summer, so I'm already like, okay, what's going to be my Galveston day? So you just made me think about that. I was envisioning it as you were talking.
Yeah, I went last weekend. Me and my friends, we had just, put out a blanket and laid out there. And it was packed because it was like Memorial Weekend. So, the whole world was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm looking at Father's Day weekend as my first Galveston day because that's the first free weekend I'll have. So I'm definitely doing that one. All right. So now we've done our afternoon activities. It is time for the evening. Brooke, what are you doing?
So I'm like Carly, but I don't start my margarita vibes till the evening. So I'm picking out my favorite Tex-Mex spot, which is usually Los Tios or Escalante's. And I'm getting a margarita at one of those. Now, because they're tried and true, and if you're kind of looking for something new, a place that I want to check out is Verde Beer Garden in Montrose. It just opened, and they make fresh to order margaritas, and they all sound delicious. So I highly suggest checking it out. It's definitely on my list for the summer. But it's like, who can go wrong with the margarita in the summer? It's just one of the best beverages.
It is Houston summer, right? Like
Yes.
that is iconic right there. So you're going pool day right into a beautiful Mexican spot and enjoying the rest of your evening and just winding down.
That sounds like a great day.
All right. I love it. On the other end, Carly's just getting her day started. All right. Because Carly is a night owl. What do we got on your end, Carly?
So look, I think me and Brooke could hang out. We just have to figure out the scheduling because I put down a swim day as well because I love swimming in the summer. I usually do it at my apartment and then I get like snacks, I get food, I get drinks, I get all of that good stuff. Have like a boom box. Oh, that sounds really old. Not a boom box. What is it called? A radio.
We're going back to the 90s. Yeah.
I don't know why that's what came to my head, but I go get like a little radio or a Bluetooth speaker, play music. But if I'm not doing that, another thing I like to do is go to the food trucks, kind of like in the Galleria area off of Chimney Rock, grab some food there, take like some wine from H-E-B or like one of the margarita mixes from H-E-B. They have like some that are called like Rancho La Gloria margarita wine cocktails. They're like $13. So I'll get that and go lay a blanket out in one of the parks. Now, when you're picking a park for a picnic, do consider the traffic. Think about how many people you want to be around. So like Discovery Green is beautiful. I've done it there before. But if you don't want to be around so many people, I suggest Googling the nearest park to you. That will probably be a lot chiller because, you know, Houston's huge. So there's so many parks to go to. But, you know, Discovery Green will probably be packed. It's summertime. There's going to be kids running around everywhere. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. So think about that.
All right. So you're winding down with a park, some food, maybe a pool if it all works out. So that's a good way to wrap up the first day of summer in Houston. All right. For me, I'm in Galveston. Y'all know that. So I have to drive back. I got to pack up the entire car and we got to get everyone in. And there's two options here. You can stop in Galveston on the Strand and eat at Shrimp and Stuff. That's my recommendation. And then head to La King's Confectionery for dessert. You can get your banana split on. They're usually pulling taffy as well. So you can watch that and grab a bunch of taffy for the ride home. Or if you don't want to stop at the Strand because it does get packed in the summer, then my recommendation is find the best seafood restaurant, the one that you like going to, get some crawfish, bring it home, and invite the neighbors over. I think that's the best Houston thing to do is get all your neighbors, hang out in the front driveway or in the backyard, and just bond over a perfect summer day. And I think that really is the way to enjoy Houston better than anything is like getting all these people from different backgrounds together and just hanging out. We did that so much for the last 2 summers, and we're going to do it this summer as well. But there's just something magical about that. And I love ending a summer day with the neighbors.
I have a question. You love Galveston. So have you ever camped out on Galveston's beach? Like spent the night?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. That is on the docket. I do want to do that. You can camp out at certain beaches in Galveston, in Bolivar, on Crystal Beach. If you have a pass, you can camp out there as well. In fact, you'll see a bunch of tents when you go to Crystal Beach. They're just on the back end. You'll just see all these tents lined up because people are camping out. So I love camping. I love doing it. It's just I have to convince my older daughter about it. She's like not about that life because of mosquitoes. So we have to convince her. Once we get her on board, then it's on. Then, you know, daddy-daughter camping day.
Yeah, we're going to need a podcast update then when that happens. We're going to need to know how the overnight, because I don't know what Galveston overnight would be like.
Probably calming.
It would be fun, right? You got the beach, you've got the waves crashing. The sand is going to be the issue. You're going to be dragging a lot of sand into the tent.
Totally. And the seaweed. But, you know, it's like, I feel like it's for me, it would be a one night only experience. Like I'd want to do it once and probably never again. But just to say that I did it. Just to say I did it.
But you might sleep like super good though, because you have the waves right there. So it's like,
that's true.
That might be the super peaceful thing.
You got Nature Sound Machine right there, right? People pay a lot of money on those apps for the sound machine. So
exactly.
Hey, nature's doing it for you right there on Galveston. Why not? I'm with you. I'm about that. There's something so cool about just being on the beach at night, walking it at night. It's quiet. You're just one with nature. So camping, I'm sure, would be 100 times better.
And I see a lot of people on TikTok lately, like getting air mattresses and taking them to the beach. So I feel like that could be a little fun thing to do also. Like get an air mattress that you're not worried about getting sand on. Like you can go to Walmart. I think you can get one for like $20 and go out and lay out there. Be more comfortable.
Love it. I love it. That's a good tip right there. All right. That is the best first day of summer. I'm so happy we had a chance to talk about that. Now you're ready to conquer the first day of summer. So no excuses. Get out there. Enjoy the city. Don't complain about the heat. We know it's hot, but that's why we're giving you these tips. Get your margaritas, get your pool, get your beach plan ready to go. Brooke, Carlignon, thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks.
That was producer Carlignon Jones and Hey Houston editor Brooke Lewis. By the way, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter with the link in our show notes. Before we go, we have an update on the Columbia Tap Bike Trail robberies. Police have arrested two 17-year-olds after a string of robberies occurred on the popular trail last month, with one victim getting shot in the leg. HPD said the investigation is still ongoing to see if more suspects are connected to the crimes, but at least some progress has been made to making the trail safer. That will do it for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new.
Hopefully my allergies stop. Mess up. I'll be sneezing all over the mic.